Welcome to the Real Estate Show on WGBF AM with your host, Charlie Butler. This is where you'll learn to sell your home quickly and for more money. And now, the host of the Real Estate Show, the guy who guarantees to sell your home or he'll buy it himself, Charlie Butler.
Good Sunday morning, Tri-State. This is the Charlie Butler Real Estate Show. I'm here with our producer Bobby and with the lovely Evie Barr from Waterstone Mortgage.
Good morning, Charlie. Do you feel like you have twins of me in here today?
I kind of do, because just on down is with a slightly different color hair, but exactly the same voice is Evie's sister, Julie Vandeveer.
Good morning.
Hi, Julie.
Hello.
And we're not here to talk. Well, we're going to talk some real estate, but Julie was a longtime realtor. Julie, you and I have talked for years on the phone, and this may be the first time we've met.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think.
I'm one of those people, I just assume everybody knows me.
But you know, many, many years we've talked on the phone about showing each other's houses and stuff like that. I think it's the first time we've met.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I know you guys' their mom is just a great lady. She is.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I always say that's one of the best part of working in the real estate world, even though I do mortgages, is that, Mom was a realtor, or is a realtor still, but she's been in real estate for so long, and there's so many people, whenever I walk into a closing, they'll say, "Hi, Evie, how are you?" And then the next thing out of their mouth is, "How's your mom?" She's so sweet. We just love your mom.
And nobody says, "Evie, you're so sweet."
No.
They always talk about Angie being so sweet.
Yeah, just mom.
And so, big news for the listeners. Evie had a date.
I did, but I'm not going to tell about it.
I thought you were. I thought you did.
Well,
you tell me something.
She had phase one of the date. Let's get it right. She had phase one of the date.
All right.
So it's to be followed up on the next show.
Yes. Maybe I'll feel more open to discuss it, since it'll be a couple of weeks since we had the date. But yeah, we went to
What the heck is phase one of a date? And I cannot go into where my mind's going on that. But Bobby's reaching for the knobs now. We're going to have to cut this off.
Yeah. The date is too fresh to discuss it, but it was really cool because we did a pedicure together. Okay, so what we're talking about.
You did a pedicure together.
Bobby doesn't know what we're talking about. So Just Style & Salon on Hebron on the east side of Evansville, they had a date my client, and their client that they were putting out there was Jake Hicks, and you had to be nominated. So a friend of mine nominated me to go out on a date with Jake. There were other nominees as well. We had to answer a series of great questions, kind of like, if you were a flower, what would you be and why? Or if you were a car, what would you be and why? Then
what kind of flower would you be?
I was a Gerber daisy, because they just look happy.
I don't know what a Gerber daisy is, so I'll take your word.
Well,
for
they
it.
look happy. I'll show you a picture later.
Okay.
If I was a vehicle, I'd be a Jeep, because it's classic but still likes to get muddy. So there's a couple of my answers. So
Bobby's going to wind up getting off the air yet. I can see it coming.
But I won the date, and it kicked off by us, Jake and I, getting pedicures together, which, that's kind of different. The first time you're really sitting and talking to somebody, getting your feet worked on. And then before the date,
I can't take this.
Before the date, then
I wish so much that Dave was here right now. From the Dave from the
Dave Filge, yeah.
Oh my, can you imagine?
I could have used some fireball shots during the pedicure, but then I got highlights in my hair, and
did Jake get highlights in his hair?
No, he didn't have enough hair to get highlights, but I got a 30-minute facial and a 30-minute massage. So maybe it's only been a week since we had this date, so maybe the next time we're on, I'll feel more comfortable discussing our dinner at Walton's. So there you go.
Dinner at Walton's, that's good.
Yeah.
So are you going to have another date, you think?
We'll see. That's part of the to be continued.
Okay.
I'll open up some more. A girl just has to hold some things in and think about it for a little while, and then we'll go from there.
So are you going on Fireball Friday? Because I know that Dave and Leslie will drag this out of you.
Maybe. I mean, I kicked off Fireball Friday months ago. Actually, it was Friday before 4th of July, if I'm remembering correctly. So
Something like that, yeah.
I owe them another visit is what I'm thinking. And I heard they're 0 for 5 on setting people up. That's what Dave told me, or Leslie, one of them. So.
Yeah, I think, Leslie produced for us while Bobby was in Florida. I think that's when we heard that. Yeah.
Yes. So what's new in your world, Charlie? Any good dates?
No, and I haven't had a pedicure either. Okay, but I'm having a hard time transitioning this back to real estate. Okay, but we're going to be joined in a minute, which we already been joined.
Yeah.
We're not used to our guest is obviously not nervous like some of our guests are.
No,
Nope.
And we're going to be. If you hear two voices that sound exactly like. No, it's not that Evie and I couldn't find a guest, so she's playing two roles today. It's Julie Vandeveer's with us today. And good morning, Julie.
Good morning.
Julie was a longtime realtor with ERA and left the area for a while. And Chicago, if I remember right.
North of the city. We lived in a little suburb called Gurney.
Okay, I'm familiar with that. We go to Chicago a lot because of our regional offices. In fact, you called me about something one day years ago, and I was fighting the Chicago traffic right at the time. I don't know why I remember that. But Julie is had a career change, and she is with North River Health Campus.
Yes, I am.
So we're going to get back to Julie in just a second. But there is, and for those of you saying there would be no real estate tie-in there that really just want to hear about real estate, yes, there is. So it's just saying the business has been very good. We are really, kind of wanted to focus a little bit on the commercial side today, as we talk about. It's just, I know people sometimes must think I make this stuff up but I'm really not. We've got so many investors that are wanting to buy apartment complexes right now. Not just from here, from all over the country. They pay cash in many cases, or are very credit worthy. In fact, Vince Blanchford with your company is working with several right now. That we have, and in fact, Vince is working on over a $20 million deal for us right now.
Wow.
So,
with the investors looking for apartment complex, are they weighing within Evansville city limits? Are they going out to, say, Newburgh? I hate to say Chandler. I don't know if they go out that far, but are they weighing in the outer lying areas?
Chandler's not really that far, Evie.
I know that.
So they're probably wanting more greater Evansville area.
You're correct, Julie.
Thank you. That's what you're looking for.
And greater Evansville area. But then you've got these national investors that own, in some cases, I work with a guy out of Pennsylvania. It's got 6,000 apartments. It's got 6,000 units. And family-owned business. It's not an equity fund. They go all over the country. They've got things from Florida to Oregon. And so we represent them in several different markets. But locally, a lot of our investors locally want something in the greater Evansville area. They want something they can drive to. And I've got local investors that own places like Carpendale, they own student housing like at SIU, things like that. But it's usually, Julie hit on the head. It's usually something that they can drive to, whether it be Evansville, Newburgh, Boonville, Chandler, Princeton, whatever. And so if you've got that apartment complex you've been thinking about selling, you'll think, nobody's going to pay me my price. Give us a call, because the prices are up. There's a huge demand. So just give me a call. We'll give you a free opinion of value. It's 812-499-7758 or butlercommercial@gmail.com. And you are listening to the Charlie Butler Show on WGBF AM. And Evie, so what's going on in your world?
It's just busy. Seem to still be doing a lot of the government financing for FHA and USDA loans, a little VA here and there. The great thing about Waterstone is if someone is looking for a low down payment option, the FHA or the USDA loans are wonderful, and they go just as smooth as doing a conventional loan. So I think somebody's nervous about doing a mortgage in the first place, and then they get nervous because it's a government loan. So how's that going to affect the process? And with Waterstone, it's all exactly the same process.
You know what's running through my mind? I know you're going to hate to even ask. How come your mom and sister became realtors and you became a mortgage broker?
I'll never forget, somebody called whenever I was still living at home, and I answered the phone. They actually thought I was mom because we all three sound alike. I said, no, this is the other daughter. And they said, aren't you in real estate? And I said, no. Do you know what hours those people keep? And the funny thing is, now with the way the world has changed, even a mortgage loan officer, I mean, I'm taking those phone calls at 9:00 at night, or, still doing business at all hours because of the demand. So
I know what you're saying. I've got a friend, one of my best friends. He's an executive at State Farm and recently retired, and he wanted to do something else. He just didn't want to sit around. So why don't you get your real estate license? He'd be great. And so me and him and our wives go out to dinner a lot, and he'll sit there and he'll watch excuse myself, be on the phone, or he'll see me watching my phone, texting somebody.
Yep.
And so he recently took, he's doing some training for one of the local banks. And I asked him, I said, won't you get your license? He says, I'll watch you at dinner. And see, it's normal with me. I don't think anything about it. And he said, I'll watch you at dinner. He said, I don't want to live that life. He said, I don't care how much money you make. I don't want to live that life. Yeah. And
if he's retired, a great place for him to be looking at.
I do. And this is
that's a fabulous lead.
That is
queen.
That is great. But you're going to have to explain this if he's listening, Dave, because he's going to be on in a couple weeks. He's on the board of the Red Cross, and he's going to be on a couple weeks. So anyway, but DA, it wasn't me. They're getting you and Sherry off in the home, so they're trying to get me in the home earlier. No, but anyway, Julie Vandeveer's with us, with North River Health Campus, and Julie, for those, first, welcome.
Thank you.
And for those who don't know what North River Health Campus is, you want to give us a little bit of a rundown?
Sure. So North River Health Campus opened earlier this year. We're located on the north side of Evansville. We are 12 minutes from Deaconess Midtown, Deaconess Gateway, St. Vincent's. We are actually out off Baseline Road, so just not that far, right at the edge of the North High School campus. We offer all kinds of services. So we have an independent living community that we just opened this week. We have a skilled care side of our facility, or for long-term care, for short-term rehabs, and then we have assisted living. And then we also offer adult daycare, whether it be day or night. We offer respite stays, and then we have a full therapy gym and a full therapy staff. So people, if they need therapy to recover from whatever, they can come to us and do that therapy.
So, Julie, you were a realtor for a long time.
Over 20 years.
I was going to say,
because she is way older than I am. Yeah. Way older.
Why does she look younger than you?
Oh,
thank you.
But anyway, so Julie knows. I'm sure she's been on the same appointments that I've been on. People that have their house, it's got a little bit too much for them to take care of. Some case I don't want to have to go up and down the stairs anymore.
Yes.
And we know the stories, and for those out there, you have solutions there. And let's just face it, most people, when we start talking about this, they think, oh, they want me going to a nursing home. That's the thing. And I know, we avoid that word, but you've got some where they can be very independent.
Yes, we have it where you can be very independent. And I'd like to see, we're hoping to get it transitioned where the term healthcare centers, healthcare facilities override that term of a nursing home.
Right.
Because
but that's what goes through people's mind.
Yeah,
it does.
It does go. So like at our campus, located, if you would drive out to our facility just to the east of it, we've opened 30 villas, and there are actually 15 freestanding duplex units The only common wall between you and your neighbor is the interior garage wall. They are 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet, vaulted ceilings, 2-inch blinds throughout. Some of our units have hardwood. They all have granite countertops, stainless steel appliance packages. They include the washer and dryer, nice sized laundry room with a mud sink. They've got cute covered side porches, so you can still, sit outside and enjoy. You have use of the clubhouse for that, free of charge. And then the clubhouse out there has a huge gathering area in it. It has a fitness room, a billiards room, and it has a full kitchen. So that's been the one concern I've seen people when they're looking at selling their home and doing that downsize, to where they're simplifying their life and they want to get to where they're not having to do all of the maintenance on the outside and mow the grass and wash the windows. But that is a big concern for people that have family and they like to host those gatherings. Well, we offer that clubhouse free of charge. They can reserve it, come in, use it for their family gatherings just like they would at home, clean it up on their way out and lock the door. So we've got some great options to make that transition really easy. We offer housekeeping twice a month as part of what you pay in your monthly rent.
That's nice.
Yeah. They will clean your carpets once a year. They wash the windows, a couple times a year. In the rent, it includes all your utilities. So it's your water, sewer, gas, electric, internet, phone. Now, if you'd want to upgrade your cable, there's, you have to go a la carte with the cable company. But overall, if you are somebody that is nearing that retirement age and you want to simplify your life, or maybe you want to get where you're really on a fixed budget, this way of living is a great opportunity to make that transition.
Let's stop for a second. There's a question you may not want me to ask, okay?
What?
But I think people listening are going to think about this. They're going to think, that sounds great, but it sounds expensive.
You know how much it is?
How much?
$1,950 a month. That's it. Right now we have a Founders Special, a Founders Club special.
Well, you don't have to. Are you okay with me asking you that question?
Yeah, where we go, the first 6 months of rent are $200 off. So for 6 months, you can live there for $1,750.
That's all your utilities and
everything.
It's everything.
It's everything.
Okay. Then okay. I just wanted to make sure you were.
No.
You were okay with that.
Yeah.
But we ready, Bobby?
Yeah, go for it.
Julie, this all sounds great. Okay, but I know what I'm sitting here thinking. I think the listeners may be thinking this, but it sounds expensive.
Well, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And especially, I think if you come out and see our facility, you see these units, you see how this whole community is developed. The rent on these units right now, we are having a Founders Club special. That's for all of our new move-ins. So for the first 6 months, your rent is reduced by $200 a month. So it's $1,750 a month. After those first 6 months, then it goes to $1,950 a month. We are also, as part of this, waiving the one-time community fee that we charge of $1,000. So there's some great ways to get into this, independent, easy, carefree living.
So this includes your utilities. This includes you want to go when because some people may have tuned out. You were saying some things and they said, "Hey, it's just too expensive." So, but it includes
all your utilities. It includes lawn maintenance. It includes housekeeping twice a month. It includes your trash pickup. If you would want to come over to our main facility and use our dining room, you can buy a meal pass. It's just a great, if you want to get where you're living easy and kind of carefree, it's a great opportunity.
And I think we probably should make this clear to people. It's really, while the same company owns it, it's got nothing to do. It's just like we were talking about apartment complexes earlier.
It is totally like renting an apartment.
They will not. Yeah, there's nothing they can. If they don't want to eat in the cafeteria, nobody cares. They can go eat. Wherever they want to.
And they're brand spanking new.
They are new construction,
and they're beautiful. And if people want to go check them out, what are the best times to go out to the campus to get a tour?
You know what? We have a model unit that is ready to go always. And ideally, if you want to come see it, I'd love for you to call me directly at 812-217-2457. Let me schedule a tour to make sure that you can get the attention and the thorough showing of all that we have to offer out there.
Okay. But Julie, besides, you've got several other features besides just the people.
So you move into my independent living, my villas, and unfortunately, we all know it's part of growing old gracefully. Sometimes our health doesn't keep up with us.
Right.
So sometimes you need a little help. Inside our main campus building, we have an assisted living side. And in the assisted living side, those are like studio apartments. Everybody has their own private bath. There is a bank of cabinets that has a small refrigerator, kind of a wet sink, a bar-sized sink,
right.
A microwave, a nice big wall closet. And then you can get it where, the actual living space we have in different sizes. So pricing is a little bit more difficult on those to talk about, but I'm happy to share those with somebody if they want to come see what we have. But that assisted living, it's going to be for people that maybe just need help remembering to take their medicines or they want their vitals checked daily. We have some people there that are there because of the socialization aspect of it. Mm-hmm. That depression is a really big thing with people as they get older and they don't have the ability to load up and go like they used to. So assisted living is a nice transition. You can still when you're in assisted living, you can still have your car. You can still come and go. We do ask you to sign in and out, just that we know who we've got and who we don't.
Right.
But we have inside the main facility on that side of the building, we have some wonderful family room spaces. They've got recliners. We've got some of our residents that go sit out there and pile up and watch TV like they would at home in their own living room. So our assisted living rooms are all fully furnished. They're going to have an armoire in them, a table with, 2 chairs, a bed, depending on what room, depends on the size, and a nightstand, a recliner. And when you come into our assisted living, you can use as much of our furniture as you can or move it all out and bring your own.
And so besides the independent living and assisted living, let's say, someone that's older that has to have a knee replaced, a hip replaced, something like that. You also have facilities for that also,
yes.
Don't you?
On our skilled care side of the facility, we offer short-term rehab. So those people that, like you said, have had maybe a joint replaced, maybe they've had some heart issues, just anything that they have been in the hospital for maybe 3 nights or longer, and they need to just get that little bit of extra care before they go home back to living independently, they can come to us for short-term rehab.
Okay. And
I
thought you had a question there.
No. I'm thinking, if anyone has a need to go into a facility like North River, whether it be for the independent living or the skilled or the assisted living side of them, go and check them out. Julie invited me to come out one day and walk through and do a tour. And I remember looking at Julie and saying, I wish they would have had something like this for our grandma, who was in the nursing home just a year ago. And it's just such a beautiful facility. It is immaculate and so incredibly clean. It's something to check out.
It looks like more of a hotel.
Yes.
Like in our main dining room, it's the soaring ceilings. We have skylights. It's just very nicely appointed, a little more on the contemporary side.
Right.
But it's just the space is, open and it's bright and airy. And so it's a really feel-good environment. A lot of our wings we have in our main facility, we have what we call 6 halls. And most of those halls look into courtyard areas that are, have got fresh plants, and the residents can go use those to relax and get a little fresh air and a little sunlight. So it's just a really, really beautiful facility. And most of all, we give great care.
Yeah, and, I think especially some of the skilled care, the nice skilled care gets a bad rap because my mother was in one for about 4 years before she passed away. And the care, I think, was sensational. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure someone who, a company like this has invested this much money, they're going to make sure that they get people that give sensational care, because that's what it's all about in these kind of facilities.
Yes, and Trilogy is based out of Louisville, and we have quite a few sister facilities here in the area, but we are the new kids, and they own over 110 facilities in some neighboring states. So, but care, patient care is that's the main focus in everything we do. It's working with the servant's heart and really putting that resident before yourself.
And I had a question, and I know what it was. Excuse me. We were talking off the air about an Alzheimer's wing, and you said you did not have one.
We do not.
But for someone possibly in the early stages of Alzheimer's, dementia, you've got some things. We
have some options to make our facility work. So we can use a WanderGuard bracelet that we register and we have the resident wear. And then if they would leave, get to an exterior door of the facility, it'll cue us who's, trying to wander out.
Right. So that's great. And then also for those, let's say I was taking care of my mother and my wife and I want to go on vacation.
So what you do, you call me and we have you bring your sweet mama over and let us do just a quick assessment. We'll have our clinical look at her, ask you some questions. We've got some medical information we're required to have, but you can actually bring her to us for a respite stay, where that means she can go into one of the rooms in our facility, depending if it'd be assisted living or the skilled care side, and, come in as a private pay and actually stay with us while you go out of town. So that's a really nice, option for you if you've got somebody that you're taking care of all the time.
And the respite stay, but then also we were talking you offer adult daycare, don't you?
We do offer adult daycare. So say you're taking care of that loved one and, maybe you'd like to have 2 mornings a week or 2 days a week. You just come to us and the same thing. We work with you and we can have you, bring your loved one to us and they can be part of our daily events. They can eat their meals with us and just really acclimate and be part of the resident family in our facility.
So now I know this is new and this is a little bit different for our show, but Julie, what maybe have we missed that you want to get out there?
I want to just get out there that, the whole world of long-term care is changing. This aging community, I think it's the baby boomers, it's all those people. So if you have anything that you're kind of wondering is possibility in helping you take care of your loved one or maybe for yourself, feel free to reach out and give me a call and I'll talk you through what we can do to make your life a little easier.
And if you are thinking about that and you're thinking, and this sounds like a shameless plug and it's not, but, just if you're thinking that and thinking, but I have to sell my house,
call Charlie.
Give us a call, 812-499-7758. We'd love to work with you, help you make this happen. Julie Vandeveer, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Julie Vandeveer with North River Health Campus. And Evie, I know we're running out of time, so how can people get a hold of you?
They can give me a call at 812-463-3199 or shoot me an email at ebar@waterstonemortgage.com.
Okay, Charlie Butler team, 812-430-1708, cbutler@cater.com. If there's any questions you want us to ask, hit us on the Charlie Butler team Facebook page, and we'll find out we'll get the answers for you. For Julie Vandeveer, Evie Barr, this is Charlie Butler. Have a great day.
You've been listening to The Real Estate Show on WGBF AM with the guy who guarantees to sell your home or he'll buy it himself, Charlie Butler. Join us every week at this time to find out how to sell your home quickly and for more money. For more information, email cbutler@kw.com or visit charliebutlerteam.com.